As we began to dig into these numbers, the Bureau of Labor Statistics tells us that since 2010, state employees have decreased by 2,200 employees. Local government employee numbers have went down by 29,200. I'm from the city of Marion, it has about 35,000 people. That's almost the same amount of people who have been let go from local government since 2010. 29,200 people who used to provide services at the local level no longer do so. If you look at it in the terms of percentage of workforce, state employees have decreased by 1.4%, while local governments have decreased by 5.7%. We've heard things from the governor's spokesman that says local government fund loss was really only about 2% of their budgets. So it's really not that big of a deal. Well, 29,200 less people providing services to local citizens is a big deal. And in local government, all we have is personnel. We don't have raw material. We don't have marketing. We don't have things that business has. All we have are people who provide services. So when you lose people, you lose services. Critical public safety agencies across Ohio have been downsized through attrition, through hiring freezes, and through layoff. And as Ohio rebounds economically, local governments are left behind.
And of that 220 additional or increases in revenue, overall, this is just in public safety, over $370 million have been on the ballot, with 151 million of that have been requests for new dollars or additional dollars on top of levies. As you can see, this is a significant amount that is now being pushed down to local governments. And as we've stated, there needs to be some balance, there needs to be a level of fairness. We need to bring people to the table that provide vital services, that administrate the services at the local level, to have some common sense discussion on restoration of local government funds.
When Mark and I have appeared before you, we've been advocating for public safety every single time we've appeared before you. And the people we represent, police officers and firefighters and emergency medical personnel, we're not typically very partisan. But whether you are a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent, we share a belief in fairness. We believe that government is supposed to work for all Ohioans and not just for politicians and their contributors. And when we continue to slice and slice and slice at the services provided by local governments and force local governments to choose between eliminating vital services or seeking new tax revenue, we believe that is fundamentally unfair.
And we'll get to a couple examples. Again, I'm a lieutenant in Cincinnati. It's been widely reported.